Friends, warm welcome you all, and in today's video we will discuss Alexander Pope, who was born on 21st May 1688 and died on the date 30th May 1744. This is the time duration of Alexander Pope, and we will discuss here some important facts related to the life and literary career of Alexander Pope, and also important works briefly here in this video. And Alexander Pope was the poet and satirist in history of English literature, and he is regarded as one of the most prominent satirists in English literature. And this video is important for your DSSSB, KBS, NBS, and all state level TGT, PGT exams of English literature. And one thing more, friend, please join the membership of this channel and get PDF and notes related to the your English literature graduation and post graduation related syllabus. Please, link is in the description box. Check out the membership link there and see the terms and conditions of joining membership of this channel. And now if you have any kind of doubt, you can contact me on WhatsApp, and if you have any queries you can message me there and also in the comment section of this video. And now let's move on to the topic of the day, Alexander Pope as a poet and satirist of English literature. Let's begin this. And now let's discuss the biography of Alexander Pope first we here in this video. Alexander Pope, as I already told you, that his birthday was on 21st May 1688 and died on 30th May 1744. This is the time duration of Alexander Pope, and he was poet, satirist of the English Augustan age. Yes, he was the only child to Alexander and Edith Pope. His father name was Alexander Pope, and his mother name was Edith Pope. The elder Pope, who was Alexander Pope, means his father, was a linen draper and recent convert to Catholicism. Catholicism at that time when Alexander Pope was born, this was uh, there was a government related to the parliamentary government there in the England, and there was a kind of a thing that was anti-Catholic things, and his family that's why moved on from London to Benfield, Berkshire. Next we have, he was barred from the attending public school or university because of his religion. Yes, because Alexander Pope was Catholic, religious mindset, and his family was also of that. That's why he was not able to attend public schools that was run by the parliament itself, and that's why he was largely self educated. He educated himself, and he taught himself French languages, Italian, Latin, Greek, and read while discovering Homer at the age of 6. Because he was self educated, that's why he had overcome, or he had learned many languages like French, Italian, Latin, and Greek languages. And because of this, he was very much influenced with the work of Homer, and very early age he read out the works of the Homer, because he was very much attached with these languages, and he had learned the languages of the Latin and Greek. Next we have, described by his biographer John Spence as a child of particularly sweet temper. Yes, friends, his biographer John Spence called him, and he described his personality, his behavior as a child of particularly sweet temper and with a voice so melodious as to be nicknamed the Little Nightingale. Yes, his voice his voice was and his behavior was so much melodious and so much nice. That's why he was nicknamed as the Little Nightingale. Next, we have his best known for satirical poetry, including The Rape of the Lock, which was first published. The first volume of this came in 1712, and with the enlarged volume, it came in 1714. The Dunsed, which was published in 1728, an essay on criticism. It was published in 1711, and it was regarded as the first work of Alexander Pope, we can say. An essay on man, 1733 to 34, and for his translation of Homer. After Shakespeare, Pope is the second most quoted writer in English. Friends, you can say that his satirical poetry was very famous in English literature. He had written and he had contributed with his satirical poetry. And especially we have the mock epic poem of Alexander Pope. We have the Rape of the Lock, and it has a came in two volumes. And the first with in published in first in 1712, and when जब इसका enlarged volume आया, that came in 1714. Then Dunshed we have, it is a satirical work, and also essay on criticism, essay on man, and he has also translated Homer's work. That's why he is regarded, and he is most quoted writer, most quoted poet of England after William Shakespeare. And here we have another important fact related to the literary career of Alexander Pope. We have in May 1709, Pope's Pastoral was published in the sixth part of bookseller Jacob Tonson's Poetical Miscellanies. Yes, friends, this work, even before the Dunsed, or you can say before the work of the An Essay on Criticism, which was published in 1711, the work Pope's Pastoral, that was published in the sixth part of bookseller Jacob Tonson's Poetical Miscellanies. Poetical bookseller जो थे जैकब टॉन्सन, उनकी पोलिटिकल मिसलिनीज जो पब्लिश हुई थी, उनमें पोप की वर्क, पोप का पोएम जो था पेस्टोरल्स, वो पब्लिश हुई थी, जो कि 1709 में उन्होंने लिखा था. And this earned Pope instant fame and was followed by an essay on criticism published in the May 1711. Yes, after the publication of the pastoral by Pope, he published an essay on criticism in 1711, and it was equally well received. Yes, this work of Alexander Pope was also very famous work. And next we have about him. Around 1711, Pope made friend with Tory writers Jonathan Swift, Thomas Parnell, and John Arbuthnot. These are the friends of Alexander Pope, and whom with them together they formed the satirical club, that is Scribblers. This is was the club formed by these three people, and three, and including four Pope, that were there were four people: Jonathan Swift, John Arbuthnot, and Thomas Parnell, and also Alexander Pope himself. And the club's aim was to satirize ignorance and pedantry through the fictional scholar Marinus Scriblerus. He also made friend with wing writer Joseph Addison and Richard Steele, because at that time there was a neoclassical age before this, and you can say this was the time of the neoclassical age. And Joseph Addison and Richard Steele were also, they were essayists. They had written, published journals. They had written for the clubs, and Scribblers Club was also one of the club which was formed by the Jonathan Swift, John Arbuthnot, and Alexander Pope himself. And the aim of this club was to satirize the ignorance and the entry through the fictional scholar Marinus Scribblus. जो fictional scholar था उसके थ्रू उसको जो प्रिवेलिंग थी, जो इग्नोरेंस जो प्रिवेल थी, उसको सटाराइज करना था. इस एम इसका क्लब का एम. एंड ड्यूरिंग प्रो फ्रेंडशिप विद जोसेफ एडिशन, ही contributed to Edition's play Cato, as well as writing for The Guardian and Spectator. Alexander Pope had also written for The Guardian, that was the journal published in the neoclassical age, and also Spectator by Joseph Addison. जो उनके फ्रेंड्स थे, उनके ये जर्नल्स हुआ करते थे, मैगजीन टाइप का ये वर्क हुआ करता था. कॉफ़ी टेबल पे बहुत ही ज़्यादा उस टाइम का ये बहुत ही फेमस चीज़ें हुआ करती थी ऑन द कॉफ़ी टेबल्स. एंड कॉफ़ी टेबल कल्चर वर वेरी मच famous, very much popular during the 18th century or classical age. And Pope, because of he was friend of Joseph Addison, that's why he contributed the Addison's play, Joseph Addison's play Scotto. Next we have Alexander Pope also popularized the heroic couplet. Pope is perhaps ultimately best known for having popularized the heroic couplet as a form for the pithy expression of recognizable ideas. And essay on criticism states Pope's attitude with this heroic couplet. He had given his attitude, he has shown his attitude, true wit is nature to advantage dressed, which oft was thought but never so well expressed. This was the heroic couplet, and very brilliantly, very passionately, he has written, he has contributed uh, with the heroic couplet in English literature. And now let's take a look of the major and important works of Alexander Pope we have here. And the very first in this series we have Pastorals, which was published in 1709, and this was the work which gave Alexander Pope immediate success, immediate popularity. And after this, we have in 1711 as an essay on criticism. Next, we have the Rape of the Lock in 1712. It was published, the Mock Heroic Epic, enlarged in 1714, a mock epic poem telling the story of society women who has a lock of hair stolen by suitor. This was a real story. This was the based on the real story, and how hilariously or how Alexander Pope mock on the situation prevailed during his time with this work, with this poem, The Reap of the Log, which was called the mock heroic, mock epic of English literature. And next we have the published in 1730 Windsor Forest 1715 में जो वो वर्क इन्होंने पब्लिश किया था द टेम्पल ऑफ फेम अ विजन 1715 एंड 1720 से के मिड में इन्होंने ट्रांसलेट किया है होमर का वर्क दैट वाज इलियड यस because he was very much influenced, he had more read about the Homer's work, and Iliad was translated by him during the time from 1715 to 1720. नेक्स्ट वी हैव 1723 से 25 के मिड में जो उनका वर्क था वर्क ऑफ शेक्सपियर इन 6 वॉल्यूम्स में इन्होंने लिखा हुआ है ये वर्क्स ऑफ शेक्सपियर इन विच ही प्रेज्ड शेक्सपियर अलॉट एंड ऑल्सो वी हैव 1725 to 26 translation of Odyssey that is also of Homer. Next we have 1728 the Dunciad 1733 से 34 के मिड में इन्होंने लिखा है एसे ऑन मैन एंड ऑल्सो वी हैव 1735 में जो उन्होंने वर्क पब्लिश किया था दैट वाज द प्रोलॉग टू द satires an epistle to Dr. Arbuthnot who was the one of the member of Scribblers Club. He had written this poem in this series, the prologue to the satires, who breaks a butterfly upon a wheel. This was the also work of Alexander Pope published in 1735. So friends, आज हमने Alexander Pope के कुछ important works और उनके literary career and also उनके life से related facts discuss किए इस वीडियो में. आगे अपने वीडियो में I am going to discuss related some important works and like an essay on criticism and also the rape of the lock and also in the essay on man done said these work I will explain in details in separate videos. Till then, keep connecting Anglet Zone, and if you have any queries, please contact me on WhatsApp through message, and also you can comment me here. Thank you very much for watching this.